When I saw George Floyd, I would say any black man that has grown up having interactions or run-ins with any kind of prejudice or racism or police in that aspect, in the negative aspect, you know, could put themselves under that knee. First of all, that man is a man. He is a human being, right? He has every right to live, right? And whether you're black, whether you're green, yellow, you know, Asian, Hispanic, people start to see themselves under that knee. You know, I grew up in the riots. You know, I come from South Central, and so I experienced all that as a kid. My friends did, my family. After the riots, nobody came to save us. Nobody came to reinvest in us. You know, as a kid, you know, 12, 13 years old, growing up, you know, it's almost like living in a place that has no opportunity and outlet for future. So you already were in those conditions, so now you're gonna make those conditions worse, right? And the reason why I wanna speak out is because I want us to learn from the opportunities, you know what I mean? Learn from the past, you know, keep that emotional spirit, keep that energy, but like, let's use our minds. We're standing up, and you're seeing that across the country, even in the wake of a pandemic that we're still going through. People are frustrated, people are out of jobs. It's disheartening. All those emotions are bottled up inside your house. Now everybody's watching. I think the people are tired, right? We're tired. You know, we don't want to be a part of an institution that persecutes people, that harms people, that misjudges people, right? That frustrates people, that blocks them off, create barricades around their spirit, around their future, around their resources. It's just, for me, like a cry for us to step up. You know, it goes back to the same thing, police brutality. So growing up in, you know, in the hood or in the inner city, right, the police is not your friend, right? When you're in elementary school, you know, the police come and it's like, oh, okay, the police are here, you know, for career day and things like that. But when you go home and you see how they handle your older brother or your mom and dad and don't show up, right, then it's like the police is not your friend. And, you know, it becomes, you know, are they an ally or not? At the time, as a kid, I just couldn't figure it out because I was like, you know, I was hurt. You want to riot, you want to, you know, shout, you want to make noise, you want to hate. But at the same time, you know, the aftermath of that and looking back is, you know, like, we didn't get nothing out of it. You know, with the whole Blackout Tuesday, I think that with social media and with what's going on, like, messages, you have to be careful, you know, because messages gets watered down. And so a lot of times there's great intent and great purpose. That intent and that purpose, right, is not necessarily like a common feeling, a common thought, and the right people, right? But with social media, things get watered down. And so now that message has become something that could potentially be incredibly powerful, right? Because today is a voting day, right? And informative, because today is a voting day. Now, I myself, you know, I believe that candidates and politicians should earn the vote. And so today, in this Blackout Tuesday, I'm at, you know, I want to support the movement. But at the same time, like, I can't sit still and be silent. It's interesting because we should be planning what we want, right, from this next election. And we're kind of caught in this crux now where timing is getting short and everything that we're trying to do that has intent and purpose, right, is not really matching up to what's actually happening in real time. So, you know, it's all in good spirit and good heart, but I think that, you know, once again, the leaders have to step up and not be afraid. What are we doing to make us a better community? What are we doing? What are we asking for from everybody, right? And how do we hold our government accountable for the shit that we want? You know, you looking and you hurt, you're going through all these emotions. And then you start seeing like your friend's store burning down and you like, yo, man, like, that's their baby. That's his baby. That's her baby. It hurts because they come from here. They were raised here. They're trying to build here. They care. They're employing kids. None of this shit is right. None of it is right. I truly believe a change is coming. I truly believe that people want change. I think people want leadership and direction. And I think the way that we help that is like, we really start thinking about our power. Think about what we did over these last 2 weeks. Think about how much energy we put into that. Now we're at the front door, right? And so now we need to take that energy and start figuring out what we want and what we want to ask for. I would say being a Black person is the most amazing thing in the world, right? It's also the most frustrating. You're also the most misunderstood. You're also the most stereotyped, right? You're also the most feared. The perception of Black people, the perception of a Black person in America, it's not actually what a Black person is. I wouldn't want to be anything else, regardless of like everything we've been through, right? We're still here. We're still prideful. We still love to laugh. We still love to dance. We still love making music. We still love talking politics. We still love, hugging. We still love healing. We still love protecting. I think the goal for me and the goal around, me staying Black and living is to bring that joy to the next generations of me's, the generations after that, right? And really become a leader, become a listener, become, an advocate, right? An advocate of, change and loving everything about, being Black. I think George Floyd, we have to respect him as a human being, as a Black man, who sacrificed his life for hopefully change, right? And I don't want to sit back and have friends who are even closer to that situation, right? And not be able to think about how do we make that better.